by whatever he's asking or she's asking for. What do they need to do? So this apartment, I need to shift. I need to sell the existing one. I need to move because maybe my place of work is iceberg model. Like the iceberg, 10 to 15% is above the water, which is what he's talking about. The things that he doesn't talk about. Most salespeople are bogged down by this one aspect. What's the customer's need? What's the customer's need? Oh, I need to understand the need. I need to understand the need. My name is Pramod Park, and I'd like to start by telling you that most needs are fulfilled on this planet by the Creator. Everything else that you see people talking about is a want stemming from something that they have. I have a house, it's uncomfortable. I have a car, it's too small. I have a bag, it's not as status that I would like it to be. All of the things that people own creates a stimulation to take them from where they are to where they would love to be. So there are no needs, there are only wants which stem from comparing something that's going on in their life. Need gaps is what I'll call it for now. If you look at need gaps, it's the difference between the have and the want, and the level of expectation, satisfaction, etc., is what the customer's mind and heart is hunting for. The challenge lies in not looking at what the customer is saying. I repeat, not looking and listening to what the customer is saying, because what he's saying is just the tip of the iceberg of what's going on in his life. Most people, when they tell you they want something or they need something, they're speaking from an analysis they've already done. For example, if they're looking for a house, when they ask the person who's selling this real estate, the question is, do you have an apartment which has 3 bedrooms on X kind of floor with dash kind of view and with Z kind of parking and so and so and so. That's not what he actually needs. Something is going on in his life, which is the iceberg model. And when you look at the iceberg model, like the iceberg, 10 to 15% is above the water, which is what he's talking about. The things that he doesn't talk about is what's going on in his life, not that he wants to hide it from you. One of the reasons he does that is because he doesn't meet people who show enough concern about what's going on in somebody else's life. He meets product peddlers, solution peddlers, people who push to sell. Pushing doesn't get you anywhere because push creates resistance. If you are able to understand need gaps need to be really dived into, and you need to take the dive with the customer and go down into his iceberg, then you'll realize that what you're asking him or telling him is all only above the water. It's meeting only 10-15% of anything that he's going to decide on. So if you can dive into the iceberg, then you can look at three things. Number one, what I say I want, because what I actually need to do are 2 different things. So first, you need to try and figure out what does he or she need to do. Doing is action. By whatever he's asking or she's asking for, what do they need to do? So this apartment, I need to shift. I need to sell the existing one. I need to move because maybe my place of work has changed. I need to shift because my kids need better education. So that's the first part. The second layer in the iceberg is this time, I don't want what happened last time to happen again. That's the layer 2 in the iceberg. And the last layer, the third layer, is what I hope definitely happens. For example, I get it at a great price. I get it in time. I'm able to see light of how I've always dreamt it to be. So if you're a smart sales professional and you really work like a consultant, then you will dive into the iceberg deep inside. Of course, if you have the right questioning techniques. We'll talk about that later. You have more on the iceberg model if you click on the link. See you next time.